Welcome to Around the Rinks, your go-to hockey podcast.
We are back. Another episode of Around the Rinks. I'm Noah, joined by Kylee and producer Liam. The boys are gone. I don't know where Reese or Brendan is.
Reese is still dealing with his Game 6 hangover.
He might be still, he's in recovery right now.
I think all of Edmonton is in recovery right now. I've not seen a city explode the way it did Friday night. Like, the things that I saw Friday night were unspeakable. I saw a man riding a cardboard cow. Okay? He was riding a cow on like rollerblades. Oh, man, I don't even know.
Alberta beef.
Oh, yeah, so, I loved that.
Did you see the Zamboni?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Wow.
It went right past us.
Yeah, Zambonis were out. Just nuts.
Mm-hmm. So I guess we could talk about our experiences here. You guys kind of stood in line. You guys want to talk about that in the MOSFET
Got
line?
there at 3 p.m.
3 p.m. we were there. We were about 50 people away from the gate when they said nope.
Kylee Betts did yell at a lady. Can confirm. Huh? You did yell at the lady. You called her a Karen.
Oh, yeah. There was a Karen in line. And she was like, oh, you've had like 10 joiners. And I was like, we're behind you, girl. I was like, why are you worried about us? Worry about the people in front of you. And then it was kind of like sweet victory because, we didn't get in, but she didn't get in either. Nice. So it was great. I just told her, I'm like, it's game 6. You need to chill. Good vibes only. Don't be a Karen. And she didn't say nothing after that. I said it as nice as I could. I was just like, bro, don't.
It was a bit of a piss off to be there at 3 p.m. and then not get into the MOSFET because people joining in line. Like, I get what she was saying, but ultimately, the vibes were so good downtown, even just waiting in line. It was insanity. So the lineup that we were in wrapped all the way down the block, up past the back alley. There was a good 2,000 people in that line, maybe more. Wow. Maybe more, and that's just one of the lineups to get into the MOSFET. There's another lineup on the other side which probably had the same, if not more. The fan park, it was Loud Luxury and the Beaches as the pregame concert. Yeah, they hit capacity well before 4 o'clock, so insanity over there. There was 19,000 people inside Rogers Place. There was probably a good 30,000 people in the Ice District Friday night. I wouldn't be surprised. The roads were bumper to bumper traffic by the time I got down there at 3 o'clock. It was great though. It was so fun. It was a beautiful day. The sun was shining. Yeah, the Zamboni, a man on a cardboard cow, Biz from Spin Chicklets, he ran down the street, and then the one guy goes, I just saw Biz. I was like, no, you didn't. Don't lie. He goes, well, yeah, he did. He was running around doing his thing. Noah, you were inside, though, for Game 6, so tell me what that was like.
Insanity. Well, first of all, I thought it was going to be late, because I wanted to show up 3 o'clock to meet with you guys and see you guys in the lineup or whatever. But that wasn't going to happen. Traffic was insane downtown Edmonton. Even getting, I think like Saskatchewan Drive was like closed down or something. Yeah. You probably know from coming from the south side. Like, insanity. So bumper to bumper traffic going all the way up into downtown. So I was like, I got there 3:30, 3:45, something like that. So I'm like, oh crap, I have to work at 4 now. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I might as well get inside and see if I can meet some people. And I did. I met like a lot of people. Met Elliot Friedman.
There you go.
I did it.
Elliot Friedman
the big one.
Meets Elliot Friedman. You also met
the one in
You also met Montreal Canadiens legend
PK Subban, baby. Subban. And I got such a funny story because it's PK Subban and Mark Messier walking past. I blow right past Mark Messier to go, and PK Subban comes up to me. I was wearing like a pink dress shirt or something, and he's like it's like, I like what you're wearing, I like this color. I'm like, I'm starstruck, fully starstruck. PK Subban's like complimenting me. I'm like, thank you, that was really nice. And I'm like, I may have like glanced at Mark Messier. Like, I'm not even sure I made eye contact with him, but we're all like having a laugh and whatnot. But
that's fantastic.
Hilarious.
You didn't get a picture with them or anything?
No, I don't.
That's that's.
I don't want to feel. I want to sound like I don't want to feel like a fanboy there because
fair.
it is like a work environment. But like, yeah, I'll always remember that because I grew up loving PK Subban, so it was just an awesome experience, and I just found it so funny. I walked right past Mark Messier. Didn't even acknowledge
didn't even clock the guy. You know what? Hey, you know what? It happens in those split-second interactions. You don't always realize who you're looking at or who you're talking to. So you know what? Hey, it happens. Incredible experience for you to be in that building for Game 6.
Yeah.
And to meet people like that. I know you said the national anthem was the best you've ever seen.
I was there for Game 3 as well, and I was blown away from that game. This game though, even more, like times 10 that. Ears were like yesterday. My ears were ringing the entire day still.
Well, I saw it was like 100 dB almost.
So
constantly.
They kept bringing up the decibel system or whatever it's called, and it hit up to 113.
Wow.
At the max, and that was just the pregame as well. Like that's just the "Let's Go Oilers" chants. It got up to there, and Tony Berar's like intro video that was incredible by him. But 113, I think that's pretty close to a jet engine. So
I'm doing this. I'm doing the search.
I know that's what a couple of my buddies were saying. So it's probably.
Aircraft engines are usually around 130 to 140.
Okay,
dB.
Maybe not.
But still,
so
you're not
close,
that far away.
though.
Yeah.
The fact that it's that close is crazy.
I'm not, and it's probably peaked there multiple times that night too. I mean, that's not even a goal. That was just the intro. That was just the "Let's Go Oilers" chants right before they came on the ice.
Close to that.
Yeah, totally. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
113 dBs is similar to a chainsaw at 3 feet away
That's
from
what
your
they said,
ears.
yeah.
That's hilarious.
It's pretty loud.
Yeah.
No,
I know, like I realize like my bosses and stuff were all wearing ear protection. I'm like,
no, you gotta let that
hey,
go.
what's going on?
You know what? Once a lifetime experience. I mean, realistically.
Oh yeah,
who knows when the next time Game 6 comes back to Edmonton, kind of thing, for a Stanley Cup Finals. I mean, back in 2006, I don't think anyone thought it was going to be 18 years since the next one. The kids born during that Stanley Cup run are at the bars watching this run. I mean, I know.
Yeah, I'm pretty much one of them.
Yeah, fair enough. I talked a little bit to my friends post Game 6 about kind of just like the significance of the moment that we're in right now. I mean, so you go, okay, 18 years since the last time the Oilers reached the Stanley Cup Finals. Insane. The start that we had at the beginning of the season when we were second last in the league kind of thing, dead and buried, don't even know if we're making playoffs, fire a coach, here we go. And then you toss in the Stanley Cup hasn't been in Canada for 30 years, and we are one game of hockey away from breaking that record and bringing it back home. Game 7 is going to be one of the biggest nights in NHL history, in Oilers history, in Edmonton history,
in sports history.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be fair. The way like the amount of people talking about hockey right now, extremely with the ESPN side, because I mean, I don't want to say the NBA playoffs, but they were kind of lackluster this year, right?
A little bit.
Everybody's turned their heads to hockey. Which this is amazing to see how much the sport has grown and now like
especially
extremely with ESPN probably being the biggest network out there, right, in North America. Like, and now they're broadcasting this and nonstop talking about hockey and posting videos of it, of just the atmosphere at Rogers at Game 6. It's like it was incredible.
I think the NHL got so lucky in Edmonton making this final because, I mean, no offense to Dallas, no offense. They've got great fans, but if this final was Dallas versus Florida, man, the viewership is not there compared to Canada versus the USA kind of thing. And yes, it would be even a little bit better if it was Edmonton versus the New York Rangers, because that would have been an insane series. But man, the attention that is on the NHL and hockey right now is, it's crazy. And we are not only a part of it, but we are living it and breathing it. You're in the building for it. We're in the fan parks for it. We're at the bars and we're in the streets after the hordes were going till 1:30 in the morning.
I was about to say, I got off shift and I was finally outside of Rogers at 1:30.
Yep.
They were still going.
Still
going just outside the building.
I ripped through the tunnel underneath the legislature on my way home by myself. 1:30 in the morning. I let her rip all the way through. Why not? Why not? No, it was incredible out there in Jasper Ave, outside Rogers Place. Just alive, electric. Just the greatest thing I've ever seen.
It's great seeing like people who would have never turned their heads towards hockey or don't even know where Edmonton is or what Edmonton's like, just locked in and cheering for the Oilers, just watching in general. It's great to see. Like, there is a lot more viewership and a lot more people who are now interested in hockey because of this matchup. Edmonton is getting an even bigger place on the map. Yeah. It's just great. Sure. I love it. This is great for Edmonton. I mean, we talked about the economy before. I don't even want to know the numbers now. We were at 179 million in what, game 2? Or no, that was just the first three rounds. The first three,
not including this final series. So yeah, this final series is...
The bars, we can attest to how packed the bars are. I bet it's doubled.
Monday night...
probably.
It is almost doubled.
Monday night is going to be just a ridiculous night in Edmonton. I know there's so many businesses already saying, you know what, we're going to close at 12 o'clock kind of thing and go have like a free day kind of thing, because man, why would you not?
It's a holiday.
My sister's store is thinking of closing.
If I was the mayor of Edmonton, I would make it a civic holiday for the day. You know what?
You'll get reelected forever.
From noon to midnight. Just, if you're non-essential, shut her down. Think back to COVID days. Just shut her down. We don't need to be open. You don't need to go to Dollarama at 7 o'clock.
Did you guys see the pictures of Costco?
No.
During Game 6?
Empty?
Dead. Empty.
Fully empty.
Yeah,
fully empty. It's so funny. I've never seen Costco empty before, and
even if you're not an Oilers fan, you're watching these games. You're being involved in the series, right? Let's talk about the actual game itself, because we've talked a lot about the outside and surrounding it.
Yeah.
The actual Game 6.
Who
saw that coming? I didn't.
I mean, okay,
no, you
so
did not even try.
Okay, let me. So I'm just gonna say this. I knew Oilers were gonna win this game. I didn't see a possibility Oilers were not gonna win this game. How they won it? Sure. Yeah, that was incredible.
Spanking.
It was a spanking.
Close. But again, a lot of back and forth. It was a spanking.
It was one of those games that really could have changed, though. I think when that goal got overturned, I think that was the biggest turning point of the whole entire game.
They lost their confidence
because they instantly just lost it all after that.
Yeah,
they started packing their bags mentally.
We can talk about that call. Because as Paul Maurice said, the CIA have to get involved on that one.
I saw that. I was like, it's really, that was a crazy comment to me. But I do get where he was coming from. Like, he might have saw different footage where it wasn't super clear to him. But then Knobloch got footage where it was a different camera angle.
No, I don't think it's that. No, I think they both got the same footage. So what Paul Maurice was saying is that the league had a different camera angle that the Sportsnet feed or the coach's feed didn't have. Yeah. But the play call from Edmonton's video coaches, that was the feed that we all saw. Which was like
clear. Watching it live, I said
it was. I thought it was I originally, when I saw it from our feed, I didn't think it was I thought it was a goal. Sorry.
Well, because watching it live, I said, "Man, that's close." I mean, if I'm Knobloch, yes, I'm challenging that, because that's a huge momentum. If you get it wrong, you get it wrong, but at least you shot your shot, kind of thing. but I said
Yeah.
that it's almost too close to
Yep.
change the
'Cause-
call on the play.
Because they need that
You
100%.
got to be 100%
Guaranteed.
clear. Yeah.
Which, from the feed that we saw, wasn't clear.
What feed could the NHL possibly have as more
I don't know.
like?
I have no clue.
What other angles are there? The one that we saw was dead on the blue line.
We saw so many. Like, I don't understand.
So,
we saw like
What I
different
need
angles.
to question, and this is not just for NHL, this is for a ton of different sports. Why is the slow-mo camera so garbage that it drags the pixels of it? How about we invest in some actual slow-mo cameras? That way, hey guys, you need a blue line call. It breaks it down frame by frame for every thousandth of a second, and there's no, oh, is that a skate blade? Is that a pocket? No, it's just, that's what it is. There you go.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they don't
put.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
He did bring it back because there was an Oilers defender coming up on him, and if he didn't do that, it would have been fine.
It was Sam Reinhart.
But I think it was that hesitation.
I
was
was
that
shocked.
hesitation.
I was shocked that he, of all defenders, would take that moment to kind of bring it back, because he is so attack forward kind of thing, going forward. You would think that he would just kind of get that zone and
Send it,
then deal
or
with
just
it.
send it up to
Yeah.
Oh.
What were you saying though about technology?
I'm curious why they don't have like a chip in the puck or lasers or some. I don't know.
Soccer's got goal
maybe
line
soccer.
technology.
Does soccer do it with the goal line stuff too? Right.
Goal-
I always
there's
remember
a-
seeing
there's a
like
special-
the screen or
there's a special camera that they use that the second it crosses like the goal line, the referee gets a thing on his watch that says goal or no goal, and you can't debate it. It's the camera has said yes or no kind of thing. So I could definitely see something like that going, maybe even in the goal. Because how many times did the puck cross line when it's inside the goalie's?
I want to say they
right?
do have it for the goal.
I look at was it the Vancouver series or the LA series when Edmonton scored a goal that was inside the goalie's glove and you didn't know if it was a goal or not, right? So technology has to catch up with these sports or I guess sports have to catch up with technology because it is out there and it just has to be implemented and used in a smart way. But
we have like locators on players, so I don't see why we can't do that.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay, and they already have stuff in the puck. Like they have trackers in the puck already to see how fast it's traveling or whatever. Extremely for all the NHL edge stats too, right? Yeah. For all that advanced analytic stuff that you always see. I don't know. Well, we'll see. That's a future thing. I know.
They get the speed of someone's slap shot immediately after it happens. Surely that's all being done by GPS trackers inside the puck. Like surely.
Yep, it is.
So
yeah.
But other than the controversial call on that offside for Florida before they scored their goal, Edmonton is just finding ways to beat Bobrovsky, beat the Florida press. Just they are running Florida around right now.
I think wasn't like the first period shot totals like 12-2.
Yeah, not a single Florida forward had a shot through the first period.
For the first half. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's the first half of the game.
Yeah.
Forward didn't have a shot.
That's crazy.
It's Edmonton's just figured them out right now. Everything that Florida's doing or have done, Edmonton's gone, we have an answer. We have a solution. We have a plan.
And penalty kills still tearing it up too. Like extremely in the third period where Florida was going on the power play. You guys were probably worried sick because it was after Barkov scored it.
Yeah.
They get a 2-goal game.
The momentum, I thought, at that moment could have very easily swung back to Florida's, and they could have gone on to win Game 6 there.
Yeah.
But
so Edmonton, there's a couple chances there where game could have went completely
100%.
differently.
But then you see how Edmonton finishes the game, and okay, 2 empty net goals. Okay, so you take those 2 away, it's still a 4-1 game.
Yeah, I guess
it's still a good victory. I mean, Edmonton are just flying offensively right now.
And everybody in Edmonton, quite a few people, thought it was Stu's goal. We had a camera angle where we didn't see Nurse grab the puck and shoot it.
I can't believe you guys thought that.
That spin was beautiful. And I'm glad they went and congratulated Skinner first, just from how he was playing that game, the play he made where he spun it around and sent it out to Nurse. And then I saw Nurse go. Nurse was one of the first few people to go congratulate him and share that together. It was great. Just a great ending to the game.
Because he could have covered it. Like, you could have brought it into your pads. You could have done a lot of different plays there. And you sent it right up to the slot where Nurse was by himself.
Went, you know what? Even if Flores scored this goal, we've got this game. We already scored an empty net. Let's just see what the fuck happens.
Let's get another one.
Let's go. And I love that. I love the all-out attack Edmonton's going. She says, you know, we're going for it. I mean, who do you want to talk about in terms of the Oilers first? Because, okay, Connor McDavid, he's getting all the attention. He's getting the stats.
Yeah.
It would be a travesty if he doesn't win Conn Smythe. But the supporting cast, the Connor Brown, the Janmark, the
Fogel, Henry, Hyman.
How good have they been for the second half of the series?
It is people that we didn't expect to step up as much as they have.
I said
and that is why we're winning right now. It's our bottom
on.
six stepping up because, I mean, even I think Draisaitl had a great game, even though he didn't score. He very much assisted. He was practicing the saucer passes pre-game.
I mean, I always
a great assist to Fogel's goal. A beautiful pass.
I always found Draisaitl just to be one of the best playmakers in the league. Like, he's probably known for his goal scoring. Of course he is, because he's just an amazing shot.
And
but his playmaking is so underrated.
Yeah, he takes risky chances too. Sometimes it doesn't go in his favor. Sometimes it ends up in a goal. But you know what? I think it's worth it to see plays like that happen. Because that was just an amazing first goal, and that's what set the standard for that game.
Oh, it was
Henrique, post to post. What a goal. Nobody is talking about Henrique's goal enough.
I love Adam Henrique. When they got him at the deadline, I think that was the perfect piece they needed.
Great move.
And look at he's got 2 goals in the Stanley Cup final.
And they were great. Oh my god.
Clutch goals.
Our boy Zach Hyman. I mean, so that goal that he scored, am I correct in that took him over the playoff goal record?
I think he's at 70.
He hit 70 goals for this season, which is absurd.
Insane.
For the cap he's making, Toronto fans are crying right now.
Everyone thought he was, you know what I mean?
Yep. True. But yeah, he is now, since the salary cap era, he has the most goals in a playoff run.
Man.
So he passed Ovechkin and Sidney Crosby, who both had 15.
He's on 16 now.
And now he's on 16 now.
Yeah. I mean,
which
insane.
Historical run.
It is. Every single number or stat you look at this run, it's just being historical. I mean, the down by 3, 1942 Toronto Maple Leafs. You're on the verge of breaking that one.
True.
Connor McDavid, though. Let's talk about Connor McDaddy.
Putting
Canada on his back and just going, watch me do this. Watch me be great because you are not as good as me. That's simple.
He is the best player in the world. He's now the bona fide number 1 player. I think this playoff run, he has just made a name for himself. I know there's a lot of people that maybe said McKinnon's better than him, or maybe even Matthews, who knows. But he's your bona fide number 1. He is your superstar of the league. He is the next great one. I wouldn't compare him to Wayne Gretzky. I don't think Wayne Gretzky thought the game in a completely different way. But a guy like Mario Lemieux, I can totally see him. Yeah. It's just a comparison to that. This guy is unreal, and it's insane to watch him in Rogers Place. Like, see him in person, see him on TV every night. It's crazy to watch.
I know
He's so superhuman.
Well, we were talking pregame with a couple of fans in the lineup, and the one fan goes, I think Edmonton is starting to get complacent with Connor McDavid, where we're expecting greatness every single night, and we're kind of
we're so used to it.
We're getting used to a highlight reel every
so
single
spoiled.
time he plays. It is beyond spoiled. Watching what he's doing here against a fantastic defense in Florida, and
Yeah.
give him his credit, a great goalie in Bobrovsky. He's making them look silly the second half of the series.
Totally.
Like,
And he didn't register a point or a shot last game
who
too.
gives a shit? He's still just doing
He's
everything.
still,
You know? He's moving,
and he's still out there.
So will he break Gretzky's playoff record? No, he won't.
I don't think so.
He won't.
No.
However, the fact that he's doing that and even getting into conversation with it, you go, man, just insane numbers. Is there anything else you want to talk about on Game 6 before we set the scene for Game 7?
Props to Connor Brown.
Connor Brown,
Oh,
Big
my
Red.
God.
Big Red.
You might
baby.
have to get that jersey now.
I might have to get the Connor Brown jersey.
Well,
I
speaking,
have
it's that
fallen
5 million signing bonus.
Yeah, fallen head over heels for this guy. Like,
Working
holy
hard.
smokes. He
Working
is one of my favorite players. He just pure definition of a hard worker. And he just does not stop. The penalty kill extremely. Him and Janmark have some amazing chemistry together. And it's incredible to see. And I always like talking about Tampa and how they won the 2 cups is because of their third and fourth lines.
Okay.
Here it is in Edmonton.
Yeah.
Right? It's those bottom 6 forwards that are coming through. And they're coming clutch. I mean, they wouldn't have won the game without him. Right? Connor McDavid wasn't there.
I think back to 06 when it was Fernando Pisani, Rafi Torres,
exactly.
Mike Pekka, you know, players who you didn't think were going to be the hero. They stepped up in those big moments to score those big goals. And yeah, Connor Brown, Janmark, Holloway even has had his moments. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of names who have just stepped up.
I'm not sure if you guys saw it on the TV side, but did you see how much Oilers alumni were in the crowd?
No.
It's insane.
We saw
I feel like I didn't see that until I saw it on my phone. I was like, what the hell?
Why could he not
been
be
out there?
outside?
Yeah, right.
LeBron
Be
had to
outside
be
playing
there,
for us.
right?
Yeah, he was. George
Yeah,
Larac was there. I mean, I think I
He made
saw.
a rap.
Yeah, he made a song.
Yeah, I
He
just see
made
that.
a
Yeah.
song with the guy who we saw do the music video pregame earlier on in the series.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in
Oh
Edmonton
my
right
God.
now.
But yeah,
Connor McDavid.
they show clips of the alumni, and then they'll bring up the noise meter again, and then show them on camera. I lit a little yell when I saw Alice Hemsky on the camera. One of my favorite players growing up.
Yeah.
And it's just so cool. Like
I'm sure
every player was there.
I'm sure everyone got an invite. Hey, if you want to come back, we've got space for you, kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's great to see that though, because I mean, we talk about how much this Stanley Cup Finals in Game 7 will mean for the franchise, and that includes all these former players. You know, whether you made it to a Stanley Cup Final or not. I mean, you're part of the franchise. You're part of the history of this team, and you're involved in this. You're part of that alumni, right? So yeah, incredible to see all of those big names coming back, and the fans going.
They all walked so we could run, right?
Wow.
So
Exactly. It's something Oilers fans are never going to forget.
This series it's been one of the most special
Unforgettable.
NHL history in NHL history. I think it's just in what we've watched happen. Game 7 though.
Yeah.
Sunrise, Florida. Monday
I wish I was there.
Monday night. I don't know who put it on a Monday, but it's on a Monday.
No. Edmonton doesn't
matter.
care.
It doesn't. It
doesn't care. No.
Does not matter. You could tell me it's New Year's Eve, and you know I go, yeah, I'd probably believe you because it's gonna be that.
I
insane.
wish we could get the stats of how many people are calling in. You know, there's like 5
I know, right?
girls at work trying to get tomorrow off, and nobody's answering.
No
like
comment.
Nobody's like, oh, I'll
But
take
then
this
again,
shit for you.
who's going shopping on a Monday night during Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals?
I was gonna say earlier, okay, I worked yesterday, nothing. I was sick, and I was like, well, I can't call in because my manager's gonna call BS and think I'm hungover. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go. And it was one of the easiest shifts of my life. I think everybody was recovering from Friday. So I was just like, okay. And then I'm guessing today might be a little busy, but tomorrow, crickets all day. I don't know why we're open. This is the equivalent to why we shut down on Christmas Eve.
Yep. And
we're not going to make no money.
I'm sure people if you're in Miami or in Sunrise, Florida, you're listening to this, you're going, it's a big deal, but it's not that big of a deal. I mean, if the Miami Dolphins made a Super Bowl, or if the Miami Heat made a Game 7 of the NBA series, maybe that would kind of get the same fanfare that this is getting in Edmonton right now. We're talking hundreds of thousands of people are going to be glued to their TV. Maybe a million people are going to be glued to their TV screen and just dialed in for that hour and a half, 2 hours that game is on. Just that's all that they're going to be caring about. So
I said I would not be surprised if we break viewership records for Game 7.
Yeah.
Not surprised at all.
Canada,
Extremely here in Canada.
Yeah. It's
I'm
gonna be
hoping
fun.
Sportsnet Plus works for the girls at work. I gave them my login so they can watch it on the computer at work.
I know. I got my.
Nice.
I told my manager because he's closing tomorrow night, so he missed the game. I said, bring in your laptop and like a TV and just put it up in the corner and just watch it on that. That's what I would do if I was closing.
Smart.
I'm bringing a TV to work with me. I don't care.
I'm not going.
All right, let's talk about Game 7. So
Yep.
it all comes down to this. It's one game. Must win.
This is make it or break it. And I don't see Florida whipping their asses back into shape. I don't see it. I think they're a lost cause, and I think Edmonton finishes it. I think they finish it strong too.
All
I know they will come out.
Every single
Lion.
playoff game. LA, Vancouver, Dallas, Florida. I have said I'm not confident. We're going to fall apart. We're going to hit a roadblock. Stu's not going to be good enough. Someone's going to get injured. Something's going to derail this team. All playoffs, I'm not confident. Tomorrow night, Game 7 in Florida to win the Stanley Cup. For the first time, I am confident. Now, that terrifies me. Absolutely terrified. Because if I keep up with my superstitions, I go, I need to do the exact same things I've been doing. It's be discouraging. Don't be confident. But what I've seen in games 4, 5, and 6 says to me that Edmonton has the answers for Florida. They can beat Bobrovsky. They can beat the forechecking of Florida. They can beat their defenders. They can beat... Everyone said, Florida's so good at taking away the middle. How many goals has Edmonton scored the last 3 games? They've lit up that lamp.
18.
So, there you go. So, I'm confident. However, if Florida score first, I'm not confident. Because if Florida score first, you know how Florida's going to play.
Yeah.
They're going to shut shit down. It's going to be like breaking into the vault truck. You know what I mean? Like it's going to be a nervy game if Florida score first, which very possible. Florida is still a good team. No, I know you're going to take us back down to earth a little bit here, so I'll let you give your kind of thoughts on the game.
I don't know. I'm kind of agreeing with you here because I think in this series alone, first goal really matters. The first goal I think has really decided each game and how it's going to play out. On very, very different from the Dallas series where that didn't even matter who scored first. But it's going to come down to that, and it's Game 7. Everything's reset.
Yeah, anything
right?
can happen.
Like Florida, they don't care about the last 6 games. Edmonton, they don't care about the last 6 games. It's a new game. It's the last game of the season. Everybody is going to give it 110% every single shift. Like maybe in the last couple minutes of Game 6, even some players just going to maybe only gave a couple percent. Every single shift, everybody's going to be going full speed. They're going to be running body nonstop. They don't care if they get hurt. They don't care if they get themselves hurt. They're going to keep playing, right? I do think it's a momentum game still, and
I think it's all about confidence for sure.
I think nerves are going to play a factor in terms of we saw Edmonton in Game 3 when they came back home, and I said I think the occasion got to them where they came back to Rogers Place and they felt how much this meant to everybody in the city, and it got to them Game 3. They did not play a good game of hockey that night. Now, nerves for Florida have to be in a bad place right now.
Totally.
You got lit up home and away where you're now going, do we trust Bobrovsky like we did in games 1, 2, and 3? He has let in some questionable goals. Do we trust our offense? Because we haven't been able to score very much these last couple games. And do we trust our defensive capabilities to shut down McDavid, Draisaitl, Hyman, Fogle, all these players that have been scoring so much? Then you look at Edmonton, you go, nerves for them. Yeah, momentum maybe with them, but you're playing the biggest game of your life. Stuart Skinner, is he going to live up to what he needs to be for Game 7? Will you get that depth scoring if players like Janmark, Brown, the occasion gets them a little bit and they're drowned out by the noise and the bright lights a little bit, right?
That's the biggest one. It comes down to pretty much maturity, right? And that's how you become a winner. It's just like, can you fight through this pressure? Because yes, most of the pressure is going to be on Florida. They are at brink of being reverse swept in their own building. Yeah. But Edmonton's got it now, right? Edmonton is 1 win away from being Cup champs, right? So I see you smiling. I see you smiling.
Who wants it more? That's how it goes down at the end of the day. Who wants it more? The fan base and the team. And at the end of the day, might be a little biased, but I think the fact is it's the fucking Edmonton Oilers. They got it hands down. I am nervous, and I've never felt like so good nervous. Game 6 and Game 7.
Yeah.
How many times this season did we say the Oilers were down and out? I mean, you look at the first month of the season, and we literally said, "What if they don't make playoffs?"
Mm-hmm.
We looked at going into Game 4 of this series against Florida. We went, we are about to get swept at home. The Stanley Cup was in the building, and we all went, this could be it. This could be lights on the season. And they fought back both times. They fought back against Dallas when they looked to be beaten by a good Dallas team. Against Vancouver. Vancouver had a moment where we all went, oh shit, is Vancouver for real? They weren't for real, let's be honest. They had a great season. No, don't give me that bullshit.
I think they're real.
No, they're not for
December,
real.
Vancouver
I think they're for real.
didn't have the maturity.
We'll see.
I think it also a big point. I think a big point also is the Florida Panthers also didn't fly out. Like, most of them didn't fly out their families for these past couple games. They did for Game 4. And then I think it started dwindling down because they felt the heat. They felt the heat and they stopped. A lot of them stopped flying out their families for these past couple games. And now they're all going to be here for Game 7. And I think the pressure will be on them.
Fair. I all the wives are still there. Like, they were in Edmonton because I was walking past all of them and whatnot.
I know one wasn't, but she just gave birth to twins. So
okay, that is
get Edmonton. Come on.
Do you know who that was?
I don't remember.
Because I might put some money on the goal scorer right there.
I'm not 100% sure. I know it wasn't somebody's name that completely stuck out to me. It wasn't memorable, but I know one of the wives did give birth to twins. I saw it on TikTok.
She should have flew to Edmonton to have the kids because then you don't have to pay for the healthcare. Okay, think of the money you'd be saving. Come on. Edmonton families will be flown out for Game 7. They'll be to Florida. So I know the wives and girlfriends of the Oilers were at the fan park. They got the game underway after the national anthem. They came on stage, and there was just a lot going on outside in Edmonton. So no, it's gonna be insane.
Yeah.
Like, shall we do predictions?
I work until 1:00 on Monday, and I'm like sitting there going, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get anywhere because it's gonna be it'll be lined up at 7.
Yeah,
7 a.m. lineups.
You're gonna have to go right to the line after you.
I don't even know. I don't even know if it's worth trying. I don't even know.
Just drive by.
I'll give it a prediction time.
Prediction.
Oh boy.
I want to go first.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Oilers 7, baby. Oilers 7, baby. Come on.
You're wearing that.
Come on, baby.
Time.
Oh, my God. Oilers 7. Okay. Here's how it's going to go. I'm going to run it down for you because I'm mystic. I'm seeing this one.
Oh, seeing the future. He's so confident.
Oh, my God.
4-3 Edmonton Oilers. Goal scorer to win the Stanley Cup. Ryan Nugent Hopkins.
Oh,
Yeah, make it happen.
Oh.
Make it happen. Somebody do
I'd
something.
love that.
Yeah, so with the rest of the hockey world. Make it happen.
Mhm.
I think it's going to be a closer game than the last ones have, both in shots and in goals, but also just kind of like momentum won't be a back and forth game. It'll be just constant hard hits, heavy checking.
Mhm. Oh. Okay. Oh, he's gone. But Kylie, you want to start your prediction?
Okay. I'm feeling the mojo a bit.
So
I
sorry.
think
Okay.
Florida isn't going to score as much as
Oh,
a
okay.
4-3.
Oh,
I think it's going to be... I think Skinner is going to be the most locked in he's ever been in his life. He has to be. This man is going to be a unit. I think it's going to be 4-2 Oilers. I think Draisaitl's going to score the first goal. Bobrovsky's going to be... I think he's going to be screened because I know Bobrovsky, if he's doing anything right, he's not letting in Draisaitl's goals from his specific area. And then I think that might set the tone that Bobrovsky lets one of those in.
So you say 4-2.
And then I think, you know what? I'm going to agree. I think Nuge will be the game winning.
How good would that
I
be?
think
I'd love that.
Nuge made a great assist last game. I think he's going to make a great goal. He has been the vet. I think it's 13
He
years.
deserves
I
this.
think he deserves it more than anybody. Like, honestly, I'm thinking he deserves it more than McDavid. Just timeline.
Does
timeline.
McDavid score?
I think it
tomorrow
goes Nuge, McDavid. I think McDavid gets either 2 assists or a goal. One or the other.
If you're him, if you're McDavid, you want a Game 7 Stanley Cup
He's
winning
locking
goal.
in. He's going alien mode.
Oh, can you imagine?
That's what me and my dad like to
Can
call
you
it.
imagine
He
what's
goes
going on
alien.
through his brain though right now? Like, so I mean, I put a video up on social media saying how the energy in Edmonton right now is kind of like, it's almost like you're sitting, like your mom calls you for dinner. Dinner's ready. You come down to the dinner table and you sit there and wait, food's not ready yet. It's 10 more minutes. You're like, well, why'd you call me now? And like, that's why I think the energy's kind of like Edmonton right now, where it's like, you just won Game 6, Friday night, incredible. Saturday, Sunday, gorgeous weather in Edmonton. And we're just waiting.
Yeah, nobody gives a fuck about anything else.
Can we get this Game 7 going? Let's have a Sunday night. Man, if it was right now, man, it's ready to explode.
I haven't been able to relax.
I was just say Oiler fans are gonna have trouble sleeping tonight.
But imagine if you are the players. Imagine if you're Stuart Skinner, if you're McDavid, if you're Nuge.
I'd be taking melatonin.
You can't. You gotta be going. Your body can't be taking that. Like it's it's a testament to their mental strength if they can get up and produce the best game of their lives in the biggest moment of their lives, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, Noah.
We got a 4-2.
I'm excited for this.
We got a 4-3. Noah Pomeroy, finish us off.
I think we are going to see one of the most thrilling games. Ooh. A game that will be on Sportsnet replays nonstop. I want an overtime thriller.
Oh, I can't handle that guy.
I want an overtime thriller. I want to 2-1. Some Oilers or Florida ties it up late in the third period to send it to overtime. Oh, 2-2.
Who do you think scores the overtime goal?
I'm thinking it's going to be an unsung hero. I'm thinking Alec Martinez back in LA.
Okay.
A defenseman. Darnell Nurse.
Oh no, I wanted to fill up Broberg.
Darnell Nurse. He is going to change his reputation here in Edmonton.
It would.
Scoring the overtime goal to make them champions of the league.
We haven't had a Bush bomb for the last couple games.
It's going to be Darnell.
The last one came off of Hyman's kneecap, so...
At Bush, everybody knows he can score.
Darnell.
Hey, Darnell's got two this series.
He's coming off a goal.
Unsung hero, Darnell Nurse.
So you're saying
and the NHL scriptwriters get an Emmy.
You're saying 3-2 overtime. I'm saying 4-3 regulation, and you're saying 4-2 regulation.
Yes,
So
sir.
we're all picking Edmonton. I mean, no giant
Yep.
shocks there. You got 2 Oilers fans and Noah Pomeroy who lives in Edmonton. So
Yeah.
no giant shocks there.
Yeah.
I think ultimately it's going to be one hell of a night.
Yeah.
Win or lose. Win or lose is going to be a hell of a night in Edmonton.
I'm
'Cause-
crying
I agree.
either way.
Oh, I 100%. My friend Brett's already said that. He goes, yeah, I'm no way I don't, right? He goes, he also said if Edmonton wins, he's not going to be home before Tuesday. Like, he's going to be out all night.
I think there's a big chance I lose my voice again.
I
I
kind of
haven't
want to.
even recovered from last Saturday.
I
Like,
kinda
not
wanna do
last
a-
Saturday. Last Saturday.
I kind of want
Haven't
to do
even recovered.
a Denny's at like 5:30 in the morning. That's what I'm feeling.
Oh.
Like,
Oh, that would be great.
Stanley Cup champion Denny's run.
I'm curious how many people would be awake.
All of them.
Oh, half the city.
Everybody's lined up at Denny's. Everybody had the exact same idea.
We're gonna go to the Denny's right beside Rogers Place, just down the road from there. That's what we'll do.
Oh.
Yeah, buddy.
2-hour
Ultimately-
wait time.
Ultimately, let's have fun. Let's enjoy what is going to be the greatest show the NHL has to offer for the 2023-24 season. Let's enjoy these players that have just played their absolute hearts and souls out for an entire season.
This is the best hockey I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, let's enjoy the fans. Let's enjoy the atmosphere both in Sunrise, Florida, and then back home here in Edmonton. And come back to Around the Rinks for your post-Game 7 reaction podcast.
Oh.
Who knows when that's going to be, depending on how things go.
No one else, probably not Tuesday.
If I'm alive, I may be dead on a ditch in the side of the hen gate. Who knows, Noah? Who knows what happens? But no, check our socials.
Sometime next week.
Check our socials, Instagram and Twitter. Links will be in the descriptions. Hopefully, fingers crossed, if I can get my stuff together, we can have a couple posts during the game. I've been so wrapped up during the hockey game that I've just been watching and dialed in that I'm like, no, I'm not doing Twitter. Sorry. I love Twitter, but I can't do it right now. But no. Yeah, is there anything else the two of you want to say before we wrap things up?
No, I'm excited. I am so excited to watch this game.
Oils and 7.
Monday
baby.
night.
Oil and 7.
Oil and 7.
Oil and 7, baby. Let's do it.
I just want to say that I am grateful to be alive. And the age that I am, watching this happen, I think that a lot of people don't understand how lucky they are. And I just want to say, this whole episode is our love letter to the Oilers. Please don't do us dirty tomorrow. I want to be part of history, and I think it will happen. Peace.
Let's do it. Let's do it, baby. See you next time, everybody.
Yeah, have a good one.
That has been another episode of Around the Rinks, your go-to hockey podcast. We'll see you next time.